All right. Just let the calming sounds of jazz just wash over you. Yeah. Feel that jazz. And all that jazz. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to do some impromptu off the games podcast. And check out some state of play stuff that I completely missed. So let's get into it. I'm going to skip around a little bit too, so don't mind me. But there's a lot of trailers and stuff in here I haven't seen. Does anybody care about any headphones? No? No? Those headphones? Let's look at these headphones.
Headset right here, the Sony Pulse 3D. Now you got a hidden microphone that provides you with noise cancellation.
Fuck yeah.
You can't even see it. You don't know where the mic is, but it's on there. Trust me. You know, you have the ability to monitor your voice in ear as well, which is
I immediately don't trust that guy.
great for streamers. There's a mute button, a chat/fame feature, the power switch, an audio input jack, and a USB Type-C input for charging. Now, I also just love the simplicity of the build and its matching color scheme to the PS5. Now, I just love the low profile look of these. It's just beautiful. And you know what? The $100 price tag isn't bad either. But, you know what, if you don't have that much to spend and still want a decent bang for your buck, you can grab the Cloud Stinger 4 wireless plus 7.1 from HyperX. Now, if you're willing to invest
Boring.
more, you can check out the SteelSeries 7P, really still using. Good stuff.
Will do any burn. Kratos, of course, knows of a fire from another.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Incredible sequence. We see him dig up the ghost of Sparta.
Oh shit. It feels like I'm really there. Yeah. If I could freestyle though. It's like 8 Mile all over again. Tuesday, September 13th. I'm always like a day behind, like anything that I try to like look into or like watch. At least here lately. This feed down here though is like going fucking crazy. Half-Life 3, Spider-Man 2, Fortnite 2. It's indie games. Alright, whatever.
俺たちはこの世に存在するべきではない。
愚かだな、風間陣。
Fight. Tekken 1200. Graphics are good though. Hands. With some weird, like, Japanese Coheed and Cambria in the background. Tekken 87. It's in the game.
It's official. Tekken 8 is coming to the PlayStation 5 console courtesy of our battle-hardened friends at Bandai Namco Entertainment. Now, let's check in on 2 games in development for PlayStation VR 2.
The story I was telling, it was about a certain droid repair tech who had no business getting into this kind of trouble. But there they were, standing against evil wherever it popped up.
I think there are a few new items on the shelves that might catch your eye.
The locals can be a little rough on tourists, but it's nothing you can't handle.
The first order on Batu. Surely we can count on you now.
Oh, hello, my friend.
I'm just not super big on Star Wars games in general, but the new one, Star Wars Eclipse, looks fucking dope. So,
ready for battle.
oh shit.
All monsters beware. My aim is true. Taste my steel.
I call lightning!
Bullseye. Go back to the abyss.
Next one, dear. That!
You will be destroyed.
I summon fire!
Riveting.
Demio brings the creativity and chaos of a tabletop RPG to PSVR 2. This next game is being rebuilt from the ground up and will be available outside of Japan for the first time.
So basically, Sukiyaki, Western Django, the video game.
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
I think you will find my terms quite generous.
What's the catch?
You are wise to be wary.
Why is your mistress selling the shop?
She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Those who came before you just could not seem to escape the darkness. Will you? Watch your step.
I'm reserving my judgment on that one. Next. The fuck is this?
Warning. An instability front is approaching. Take immediate shelter in a stabilized area. Locations impacted include sectors Delta and Echo.
I feel like I should know this. The fuck is this?
Another one? After all these years? Call her. Now.
Alright, let's Google what the fuck that was. Because I feel it has a lot of familiar elements. It's like, kind of reminds me of some weird kind of Half-Life kind of universe. So give me 1 second. We're gonna Googly on that one. Let's see here. Cryptid Hell, due out 2023. It's a darker take on the road trip subgenre.
Deeper.
Supernatural, first person survival game. Let's look at Polygon, what they got. Case. Oh, like Hades or Call to the Lamb. So it's kind of like a rogue? Is that what's going on here? How many of those games do you play behind the wheel of a car and let you just take to the open road? Enter Pacific Drive, the first game from Ironwood Studios. The player has to take their car on a trip through a surreal and dangerous route in the Pacific Northwest that is actively collapsing into pockets of unreality around the player. Interesting. So it's kind of like, I mean, it's a survival game, but it's like the car is the player's lifeline while they do have to get away from the driver's seat from time to time to clear a path, check a reading, or investigate an area. They're much less vulnerable behind the wheel. That sounds like a really interesting kind of concept. Like, it'd be kind of a cheeky kind of game that you would just kind of play a little bit here and there, but like, I don't know, like a weird, like Death Stranding wasn't really received that well by a lot of people. But I mean, I'm not saying this is like Death Stranding in any way, but players' goal is to make their way to the heart of the Olympic exclusion zone and unravel the mystery behind what exactly is happening. Very familiar influences from other horrific settings, like the small haunted town of Silent Hill. That's what I was thinking when I saw the fog drifts and stuff. It was like Silent Hill, or overrun suburban urban landscapes, and military control of The Last of Us. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was like, kind of getting a little feel, because I was like, what the fuck is this? It feels like 3 games smashed into one. So instead of being a courier like in Death Stranding, you're just in a car and puzzles and stuff, trying to figure out how to unblock the path. It's got an interesting kind of take on kind of a survival game. Sometime in 2023. Okie dokie. Back to it. It seems kind of interesting. I mean, I might it's one of those games like I probably would not be paying full price for, but I like the appeal of...
From hell in Pacific Drive.
Holy shit, that's like really fucking loud. Let's calm that down.
Up next, let's check in on PlayStation Stars, a loyalty program rolling out soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Grace Chen. Not long ago, we announced our brand new loyalty program called PlayStation Stars. It's designed to celebrate
I haven't even heard of this.
The players. It will be free to join PlayStation Stars. As a member, you can complete various activities to earn points that can be redeemed for rewards. Digital collectibles are a highlight of the program. These are digital representations of things that PlayStation fans love. Today, I'm pleased to give you a sneak peek at some examples of our digital collectibles. Whether it's a beloved game character or a cherished device from Sony's innovative...
It's like 3D NFTs built into PlayStation. What the fuck are we doing as a society now? What are we doing?
And I have more good news. PlayStation Stars will begin to roll out in some regions in Asia, starting in late September. It will launch in the Americas and Europe in the weeks that follow. That's it for now. Check PlayStation blog to learn more about PlayStation Stars.
Interesting. Okay. Hey, it's a great quote.
To collect and show off.
Sorry. We're gonna get back to it. I wanna read that again.
And I have more good news. PlayStation Stars will begin to roll out in some regions in Asia, starting in late September. It will launch in the Americas and Europe in the weeks that follow. That's it for now. Check PlayStation blog to learn more about PlayStation Stars.
Does anybody really care about PlayStation Stars? Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. That's a really good quote. I like that. This is the part of the show where PlayStation is doing a really good job of just like showing you kind of cool things that you're kind of interested in, but they're not showing the meat and potatoes, like God of War, all that stuff. That looks kind of interesting, though. Sin duality. I like the idea of like mech warrior type games. I don't play a lot of them, but I like the idea of them.
Exclusives. Let's take a look.
Oh. Look at the graphics on that.
그놈들은 무자비했고 인간들은 무력했어. 인류는 형편없이 무너져갔네.
That's really pretty.
자이오니아, 버려진 자들의 도시지. 전성기에는 10만 명 이상이 살았던 곳이야.
황무지 아래 건설한 도시라니.
Wait. Okay, so this city is Zion, built under a wasteland, and houses 100,000 people. I mean, the Matrix housed 1 million souls in Zion underneath the wasteland city, basically giant battery fields above Zion. Okay, let's continue. Let's see where this is going. Anybody thinking Matrix? No? No? Okay.
여긴 무덤인 건가요?
아니, 이곳의 주변은 에너지 고갈로 잠들어 있는 거야. 이대로 간다면 영원한 어둠뿐이지. 이봐, 우리를 도와줘.
The graphics are pretty though.
조심해. 리스팅되지 않는 네이트고요. 아담, 뒤로 물러나.
Adam and Eve. Okay, so we have biblical representations in Zion. God, that looks really cool. What the fuck is going on here?
여기 있는 누구도 그 손길이 닿은 적은 없어. 모두 버려진 거야.
그건 신상 모독이에요. 릴리, 부탁해. 난 이러기 위해 태어난 거야. 이렇게 된 이상 나도 몰라.
What the fuck?
고용이의 천사여, 이번에는 우리를 구원할 수 있겠는가?
Project Eve. So, someone below it says it's Elden Ring Part 2. The gameplay looks really interesting. Project Eve. Let's googly on that one. Because I'm wondering if it's a sequel of something. It's Project Eve exclusive. Long-touted Project Eve is finally nearing release. Korean developer. The action RPG will arrive in 2023 as Stellar Blade. It will be a PS5 exclusive on consoles accordingly. Oh, okay. So I guess it was Project Eve. They rebranded it called Stellar Blade. Let's see. Let's look on PlayStation Blog. The graphics are really pretty. The gameplay, I love stylized combat and stuff like that too. Like it's really, really cool. And I love like action RPGs, like Final Fantasy 15 and stuff like that. Like, doing like random spells and like different abilities and stuff like in the middle of combat, and then having everything just kind of going around you. That's fucking dope. I love shit like that. It's been 2 years since we announced development in 2019. Well, today we are finally able to reveal a new, closer look at the PlayStation 5 game. Such an honor and a great pleasure. Reclaim the stolen Earth and decide for mankind's destiny. Against the invaders called natives. To win back Earth, the player becomes Eve, the survivor of the paratrooper squad deployed from the colony, who must fight through powerful enemies with new comrades. We invite you to join Eve's adventure in the face of unknown creatures on a desolate, destroyed Earth. Wow, look at this one. Look at that. That looks really fucking cool. Like, it reminds me of some really, just scroll down, like you see the body there, like the dude like hanging out like in space, like whatever the fuck this is. That reminds me of like some Final Fantasy VII type shit. Very, very epic scenes. Embodied with such graceful graphics that take full advantage of PlayStation 5's power, will convey unprecedented vibes that stand out from other post-apocalyptic worlds. You know, so there was this game, and I showed it on a previous stream, called the Guardian Legend. Guardian Legend, old school NES game. Fucking dope for its time. I mean, it was kind of like Zelda, in that you could walk around and explore and look into different things and like get keys to go into different areas and stuff like that. But then it had like a top-down like space flying like spaceship kind of mode. I don't want to say Galaga because it's not Galaga. But it had shit flying all over the screen like this, and your dude's like running and flying and trying to kill everything and kill the boss at the end of these corridors. And it's like my dream to have that game be like fully remade for Nintendo Switch. Or they do like a brand new game and spin off on that. So when I see stuff that kind of reminds me of that world, like this is reminiscent in the fact that you're where is this? As you accompany Eve throughout the game, you get one step closer to the to the secret hidden in this unusual world. So basically what you're doing is you're dropping down into this world, and then you're exploring deeper and deeper and deeper into it, and probably unlocking certain areas that you couldn't get before, or use an ability that you can get to a place that you hadn't been able to get to before, and stuff like that. Things that you find. So she's going to be scavenging. Ooh, side boob. Random. Okay. But the graphics are beautiful. I mean, look at that. Like, the random strands of hair coming off the side of her face, and like the decoration, like in her choker, and like the random strings coming down the back. That's really, really pretty. The graphics are really pretty. Verify your age to view this content. Interesting. Oh, don't judge me. Is that more of the same? Oh, that's just like a sneak peek. It's insane graphics though. Like, that's I mean, like Forspoken is about to come out. I think it's like in February or March of 23, and it looks similar like this. That you see all these random spark flares flying across the screen, like, and this has like blood and gore, and look at the blood flying. Like there, like all that blood is like just flying up from every attack that she's doing. Really stylized and just kind of just beautiful looking. That's insane. I love stuff like that. The prettier that it looks, like while I'm kicking the shit out of someone, that's great. More recent PS5, but we'll keep you updated. We are working hard to make something that we hope you love. Dope. All right, moving on. I'm going to back up just a little bit because I want to watch a little bit more of that trailer again. That was fucking dope. Has a lot of really interesting scenes in here.
아니, 이곳의 주민들은 에너지 고갈로 잠들어 있는 거야. 이대로 간다면 영원한 어둠뿐이지. 이봐.
Look how pretty that shit looks.
조심해. 리스팅되지 않는 네이티브야. 아담, 뒤로 물러나. 절대적이야. 이 레거시는 믿을 수 없어요. 그렇죠? 그렇다고 말해줘요.
여기 있는 누구나 그 손길이 닿은 적은 없어. 모두 버려진 거야.
It does have kind of a Souls kind of feel. Kinda. I don't want to say Souls, but like where your ability to progress is solely based on how you fare in a fight. Dope. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'm just going to go on a limb here, and I'm just going to say that this is going to be some kind of samurai game. Oh, no, we're going forward in time. Are we? No, we're not. It's a samurai game. 1863 Japan. Team Ninja. Okay.
After 3 centuries of the Tokugawa's repressive rule, the black ships appeared without warning, and our nation began to tear itself apart. Those who cleave to the past, those who embrace the new, and the Ronin, a warrior free of all masters and bonds.
You're goddamn right. Nice. Oh, is that game that they were saying was like Ghost of Tsushima, but you could fucking fly and shit?
Your blades carve a new future. Your time has come. Rise as one.
Nice. I love samurai games. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead. I love it. Love it. Samurai shit is dope.
Experience an era of great change and upheaval in Rise of the Ronin, a sprawling action RPG from Team Ninja. Before we wrap up, we've got one more update for you.
Before we wrap up, was that it? God of War. That was a really quick state of play. Oh, it's the fucking controller, and then they go into the game. I think they're gonna show the game. They have to. They already kind of showed the game a little bit, but oh, is that it? Here's your controller. Here's some stuff you can buy.
Everyone keeps secrets.
Here we go.
Sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
I'm curious to see how Atreyu is gonna play.
I know you. God killer. What is it you want from me? Is it a god of war you came to find?
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands, on your son's hands.
What is it you will not tell me?
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
Pretender god! For the old father!
Death can have me.
Fucking Valkyries?
What do you even know of God's word? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without cause.
It looks intense. It's a big ass wolf.
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary. Not because it is written.
Yeah. The stuff they're doing with the new God of War shit is just insane. Yup. 11-9.
And that's the show. God of
Little
War
over a month.
Ragnarok comes to PS5 and PS4 on November 9th. See you next time.
And that was very lackluster. We got like here's 3 cool games that you can look at. 4 games that you can be interested about. I don't know. What was I gonna look at? Oh, let's do this.
Do you cast the white shadow?
I've seen this like 3 times already. This shit is dope. I don't know why this is so fucking cool. Now this is like legit Star Wars game. Like the VR stuff, I have no interest in playing. I might actually play this. Look at the graphics of that shit though. It's fucking insane. I just looked at this, that this has 16, almost 17 million views. December 9th, 2021. How am I just now seeing this? Like, I discovered this like the past couple of days. In the High Republic area. Early in development by Quantic Dream. StarWarsEclipse.com.
Who are these new aliens? Could they be the corporate enemies of the Trade Federation ready to start a massive war in the Outer Rim? What will Star Wars Eclipse be? Today we'll be discussing everything about Star Wars Eclipse, what we know, what's been leaked, and what's contained in the trailer. I think I found some pretty interesting stuff out, so watch this video and let me know. With that being said, let's roll the intro. Hey guys, this is Slaughter. Hello and welcome to another video. My voice isn't quite there. Hopefully it's alright enough for you guys not to get too annoyed. But today we'll be talking about Star Wars Eclipse. First of all, I'm going to give you guys all the information that's not in the trailer. Then I'm going to go through the trailer, basically react to it and tell you anything that I noticed that you may not have or that I think is important. So I'm going to mix in official and leaked information, but I'm going to say most of the leaked stuff that I'm talking about is pretty reliable here. Interestingly, a lot of details about this game were actually posted last week, but no one noticed or believed the leaker. Of course, this game is being made by Quantic Dream, probably best well known for their Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human games, and unfortunately the launch is probably not until 2024 or perhaps later. I mean, it's possible that we see this come out in 2023, but I think the 2024 date is probably when you should set your expectations. Video games take a very long time. Both the leakers and the site confirmed that this will be not only a video game but also an interactive story with branching storylines and multiple endings, which is something it seems like Lucasfilm is allowing after previously not. But the leakers have also hinted that it will also present traditional action gameplay. Now, Quantic Dream games in the past have usually been more of a linear storytelling adventure, linear in gameplay, not in story, of course. So this would be a bit of a departure, but I think one that Star Wars fans are sort of expecting.
Let's go back.
Plot,
look at this dude's eyes.
Star Wars fans are sort of linear in gameplay, not in story, of course. So this would be a bit of a departure, but I think
like the fact that we're making video games that look like that. I mean, obviously this is like rendered for, so it's supposed to look like it's a cinematic scene. And everything's polished, and I mean you can see like the grains of, you know, fabric and all that stuff that are like all in the clothing. But like look at the subtle reflections like in the eyes, and, like the really deep wrinkles here. Like you can definitely see age in this kind of species. You know, like, that's crazy to me. That video games can do this stuff now. I remember playing like old like 8-bit video games, man, like playing the really old shit, and now it's like the stuff that they're fucking doing now is just crazy. Jesus Christ.
think one that Star Wars fans are sort of expecting. Regarding plot, not much of that has come out besides what we've seen in-game and on the official website. We know much of the game will take
I'm gonna let this play for like a minute. I'm just gonna go grab some water.
High Republic period, and it's obviously a time of political upheaval. We also know that there will be multiple playable characters, which I think is pretty cool, and I'm guessing that we actually got a look of that in the trailer. Based on the release date and also the leakers, it's pretty safe to say as well that you'll need an Xbox Series X or S or a PS5 or PC to play this game. It will not be coming to last generation consoles, which I think at this point is pretty much a given. But other than that, the sense I got from this is that this is a very, very ambitious project. I think the teaser also sort of painted that picture. With that being said, I want to give that a watch through and give you guys my opinion. I've probably checked out the teaser 15 or 20 times now, and there's a lot of really interesting things that I noticed that you may not have or that you may want to hear discussed. So I'm going to switch formats right now. Alright guys, so I think the easiest and best way to do this trailer breakdown is just to watch the trailer with you guys and give my running commentary. There are a few things that I want you to pay attention to as we watch. One thing is the idea of there being two conflicts, one between two rival corporations, the other more broadly between good and evil, sort of represented, of course, by the eclipse here. Also, while we're watching this trailer, keep the idea of an eclipse in mind, not just a figurative one, like I said, the dark covering the light, but also perhaps some literal eclipse. If it's in the game's title, it's probably important. So I couldn't glean a whole lot from this opening scene.
Sorry, that was necessary.
I was sort of thinking to myself, at which point would I have realized this is a Star Wars trailer? I don't think it would have been here. I do want you to keep in mind the placement of these planets here. This is a lot of proximity, even for Star Wars. 3 very large bodies this close together in one system. Kind of interesting. The ringed planet here as well. This is the point where I would have recognized this as a Star Wars trailer, because we see several prequel era ships. This is the shuttle, I believe, or sorry, this is the shuttle. One of these, I can't remember which one, is the one that they take in episode 2. This looks to me a lot like Naboo. I'm not sure if it is. This is described on the website as some sort of temple. Take a note of these guards here. They remind me somewhat of the blue guards from the prequel trilogy. And let's take a look at the scene. Also, people have said that you can see an N1 starfighter here somewhere. I don't see it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I just haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's there.
If it isn't here, let me know down in the comments.
Oh, it's there. Yeah, I can see it.
Breeze through this pretty quickly here. The quality is amazing, obviously. I first thought that was like a Constable Zuvio character. I don't think...
Does anybody know what an N1 starfighter is in the Star Wars universe? If you do, just... nerd.
It is. There are the blue guards there as well. Again, I know I'm going through this quickly. We'll come back a second time. We'll talk about these characters too much more later on. I will stop here for just a second. So this is obviously Coruscant and Yoda. It's been confirmed that this is Yoda. I kind of wonder whether Coruscant here is meant to be less developed. The High Republic novels have talked about the fact that Coruscant is entering its golden age of construction. I think this is probably towards the end of the High Republic era, so maybe that's past, but again, let me know what you think down in the comments. Here are the... So one thing that Star Wars often does is we'll take an establishing shot like this one of the planet. Where is it? This one of the planet right here. And then tie it to a city shot or a second shot and make it seem like they're the same location. When they're in fact not, or even just 2 shots in general to make them seem like
2 completely different locations.
That's what at first I thought was happening here.
Definitely
I thought
timelines.
This could actually be Jedha, because we do see so many Rogue One characters. We see 3 actually distinct groups that appear in Rogue One in this trailer. Now, because of the presence of the Blue Guards, I don't think it is Rogue One, but I do think that's very interesting. Also, I want you to take note throughout the trailer that we see several shots like this where a character turns, takes up the entire frame. I think this is probably indicating that these will be main or even playable characters within the series, or at least character archetypes. If they're still early on enough in the story, then that's not all established yet. Then they could just be archetypes, but...
Or they're just basically like certain characters that you either come in contact with, or for some kind of cinematic relevance, pushing the story forward and stuff like that. Sorry, my allergies are kicking my ass right now. But it's still really pretty. I mean, like, that's a very barren world. Like wherever he was talking, like, what was that? Let me scroll with him. He's scrolling, I'm scrolling. So like that could be like the city and then like around the other side. But I mean, in the Star Wars universe, it's not uncommon for like these giant planets to be completely covered with city. And then they have planets like this in the background, which are completely covered in nothing. It's just fucking bare and desert, sandworms. If you've seen Dune, like the new Dune movie is awesome. But whatever.
This would not be weird for Quantic Dream as well, to have you be playing as a non-living character. You played as androids in...
that would be cool.
In Detroit Become Human. So being a droid in Star Wars would not at all be weird.
No, that'd be fucking awesome. If you could be a droid. I love games like that where you can completely customize what race you
I don't really have a
are.
whole lot to add to this part here. So, I'm going to guess that this is probably Kashyyyk. I'm wondering whether this system is one related to the one we saw at the beginning of the trailer. And now that I'm looking at it...
You have the curve. You have 1 planet, 2 planet, or moons.
it more, I think it actually might be. This looks like the ring that we saw earlier. So that's one option. The
That's
other
what I'm
option is
saying.
that this is Kashyyyk and perhaps...
I mean, it really would not be uncommon, like that very beginning, like certain little scene where the flyover. Where is it at? Creepy goblin people. Like around there. I don't know if that's necessarily rings that he's seeing, like, kind of around and... Yeah. But...
Trandosha. Trandosha, of course, being the moon of Kashyyyk, where the Trandoshans live. Again, like I said, it's very weird in Star Wars for planets to be even this close together. So to see multiple instances of that, I think, would be somewhat weird. And I know it's out there, but I'm wondering whether that ties into the idea of the eclipse. Whether there's some sort of roving planet, which again would not be new for Star Wars, that ties into the story somehow. This does sort of have a Kashyyyk look to it, though. Again, we'll come back to these guys. All right. So
this is a dude that like reads
one of the major
books
factions that I'm just guessing will end up being not the main threat in the game, but the backdrop. So take a look at this logo here, and these starfighters, we'll see them later. I think this is probably one of the major corporations of this era, and one that's rival to the Trade Federation.
This guy is such a nerd.
Here's the Trade Federation.
This guy's a fucking nerd.
I'm guessing if he could be a playable character too, this is one of the sort of portrait shots I was talking about. We'll come back and talk about this later. Again, another playable character here. And here we go. So we see these soldiers here. They have the same logo as the building and this massive capital ship and these massive tanks right behind them. Very interesting.
Yeah, that was a good catch.
I didn't actually notice that that was the same capital ship over during this battle here. So we see these same starfighters, which are actually somewhat designed like the corporation. Again, I'm guessing it's the corporation's logo attacking this Lucrehulk. The Lucrehulk has several design differences. Notably, these fins aren't present on the standard Lucrehulk. It seems actually too to be more massive. I believe that, like, it looks to me like it's the Battlefront 2 model, sort of kit bashed into a new variant representing sort of an older version. It looks to me like it's a bit taller, this ring, and just larger overall. Maybe I'll do a deeper breakdown of that in another video. But the Lucrehulk's actually fairly well armed. It's got these big quad lasers. In Star Wars Legends, the adding of armament to the Lucrehulk was a prelude to the Clone Wars itself. It was basically they were being preyed on by pirates, and the genius thing that the CIS did, or at that point it was just the Trade Federation, they basically started arming all of their big Lucrehulks, which were otherwise being used as transport ships, and they had a fleet which they upgraded into a war fleet basically overnight, even in spite of the Ruusan reformations. So I'm wondering whether this could be a sort of tie-in to that as well. Obviously a different idea, but if this new faction is what provides this sort of idea of the Trade Federation building all of these weapons and weaponizing their transport ships, that would be very interesting. But yeah, those are the starfighters. We'll actually see a second starfighter type here in a second. These are the warships of that other faction. We can also see some of the Trade Federation landers here. They've got an official name. I don't know what it is, but
this dude has spent some time like delving into this video, so I'm kind of glad that this played after the trailer that I just watched. This dude's channel, if you're interested at all, is Eckhart's Ladder. Let's subscribe. Why not? There you go. Be polite. Have some catch up. This dude spent a lot of time, like, not just watching Star Wars, which is pretty much what I do as a casual Star Wars nerd, but he's reading the books. He's going deeper and deeper into that world. I mean, he's probably read, you know, comics and seen every side story that there could possibly be. This dude knows. He's assuming a lot about what is going on in this world. That's, and he's probably right. I mean, I I'm not going to bet on it, but I mean, I think that he's pretty accurate from what he's depicting here in this
You
trailer.
can see they're actually clearly firing between each other. And there's another type of fighter here. This is the Trade Federation Starfighter. It almost looks like it could be an early Tri-Droid, perhaps?
Tri-Droid.
But you can see it doing its attack run on these ships here. So there's at least two types of fighters in this trailer. The ones being used by this
I did want to comment here. So you see explosions in anything in outer space. And I'm not saying that we should do this as a species. Because apparently, like, a while back, they were saying that aliens were saying that they didn't want us to weaponize space. Like, dropping nukes on different planets and stuff like that, just to test what would happen. I'm not saying we should do that. Probably not a great idea. However, for research purposes, for video games, we need to blow some shit up in space just to see what it looks like.
Corporation, again, just, I guess, are the same ones we see in that planetary shot.
Because there's no oxygen in space. Hence no fire in space.
We'll talk about Lord Voldemort here in a minute.
Lord Voldemort.
Very interesting. And Baron Harkonnen as well.
Yeah, no shit. Like
Although,
emerging from the depths. So this is a dude that definitely reads his nerdy sci-fi stuff. I'm in the process of reading the Dune books, and pretty interesting stuff. But it does not paint the picture as crystal clear as I want, and I read a lot of Stephen King and stuff like that. Like right now, I'm reading Ready Player 2, which clearly defines like what is happening in this scene, and that is something that Dune books do not do. They do not tell you what the floating lamp actually looks like. They say it's a hollow drone or a hollow light, something like that. And then you watch the new Dune movie, and you see a ball's floating across like that. Whatever. It's a lamp. But yeah, he's hitting the references on the head here. Like he's that Baron Harkonnen. That is Dune all over it.
I've got no idea who these guys are. I'll just talk about them now.
They're raising an army, is what they're doing. They're bringing these people up. If you watch like Lord of the Rings, where they're literally pulling up the the Marukai. Did I get that right? Like they're pulling them up out of the dirt, like out of the mud, and making this like goblin kind of army coming up. And that's kind of what this reminds me of, is that they're resurrecting this kind of space demon army thing.
The only thing that the website tells us too, it gives us a still of the guy playing his drums, and it says he's playing it with surrounded by tree roots. So I mean, the obvious connection there is Drengir. I don't think that's really the intention, though. I also took a look at the drums to see whether any of this was translatable.
I think that they're just going into those stills
rather than any sort of language.
I think that they're just going into those stills because they want you to see the different species, and that they've given the time to showcase what they can do with the graphics of the different species. These different stills might not mean shit, except for they're just showing you what they did, which is still really impressive. Voldemort or no, but
happens to be in the same era. These starfighters actually look like they may be different than the ones we see later on. Because yeah, they are different. These ones slope forward. These ones look more like bombers, where I think the wings... Yeah, actually it could just be the speed they're flying at. It's kind of hard to tell because of the way they're moving. I don't know. They could be different fighters.
It's the airplanes from Stargate.
Super important anyway. Let's give the trailer one more watch through, and I'll talk about anything that I didn't get to the first time.
I don't want to watch it the third time. Thanks, bro. But yeah, I do appreciate the effort of people breaking down breaking down videos. It's fucking awesome. It's all these weird, like, it's crazy. Yeah, dope stuff. Really awesome things happening in video games. I love it. Shit like that. All right, so I'm gonna hop into. Let's just see. We're just gonna do a basic, just a broad search. Oh yeah. Massive Grand Theft Auto 6 leak shows off early gameplay footage. Is that for real? And for those that haven't checked it out, basically all of GTA 6, their like source code for the game was completely leaked out to the internet. And some hackers basically just came in, took their shit, and I don't know if they were trying to ransom or anything like that, but GTA or Rockstar just kind of came out and said that there aren't any threats and that there's nothing really to worry about. That the game is whole and intact, and that they would be updating people moving forward about what's going to happen with GTA 6. And I guess they're pretty far along in the production process of it. Some rumors that I was talking to some dudes at work earlier today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday. But they were mentioning that it's like based in the 80s. And that it's during like the heroin pandemic. And then I made the joke that I was like, so it's, if you're saying heroin pandemic, that it's basically like our present day. And the kid, he was 17. He didn't really understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the massive opiate pandemic that we have in pharmaceuticals. Just throwing that out there. Crazy times that we're living in right now too. But now it's legal opiates is what we're doing right now. Prescribed opiates. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know what exactly is going on with GTA 6 in terms of a heroin pandemic. But if you're talking heroin pandemic in a video game, like in a decade, in a time frame, 80s, like proliferation of massive like crack and heroin epidemic, especially in just proliferation in the 90s. That's crazy, but neither here nor there. Teapot tuber hacker. That's the dude's name that did it. Uploaded 90 videos from a test build of Grand Theft Auto 6 to GTA forums. If there's any leaks, I'm going to find it. Since PC Gamer spotted the post, the clips have proliferated across YouTube and social media, and as of the writing of this article, they're still viewable. All copyrighted sensitive media code and links have been removed, and this topic has been locked. Please do not post any copyrighted or sensitive media or ... Here are 90 footage clips from GTA 6. A fuckload of people liked it. GTA testing build, more options. I'm not sharing that. I don't even know if I want to like click anything. I don't like spoilers. I bet that link has AIDS. That's exactly what I'm fucking saying. Like, you click on some shit, and then the next thing you know, like, all of your bank accounts are completely drained, and you're waking up the next morning and missing a kidney. That's just how it goes. This may end up being our first legit leak, and the above comment was my contribution. That looks faker than a pair of Vinewood tits. Well, we can't read that. Let's just get rid of that. Yes, I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. If true, send all screenshots and videos here ASAP so we don't have to download potentially virus-infected links. Yeah, I mean, honestly, and just scrolling. I mean, it's either complete bullshit or... Yeah. I don't know. I don't like spoilers. I mean, I don't care if GTA 6 is on the fucking moon, but judging by how long it's taken for it to come out, it wouldn't surprise me. In fact, that would be dope as shit. In fact, there's probably going to be a mission on the moon. Just saying, it just sounds like Rockstar. In line with reporting Bloomberg's Jason Schreier published in July, the footage shows two playable protagonists. One of them is a female character named Lucia. Lucia. Who we see robbing a restaurant in one of the clips. In a separate video, you can see other playable characters riding the Vice City Metro, pointing to the fact that GTA 6 will take place in a fictionalized version of Miami. According to Schreier, the leaked footage is legitimate. If there's much doubt, but I've confirmed with Rockstar sources that this weekend's massive Grand Theft Auto 6 leak is indeed real. The footage is early and unfinished, of course. This is one of the biggest leaks in video game history and a nightmare for Rockstar Games. Sounds crazy. I mean, people are fucking insane. Like, keep your ass out of everybody else's business. Like, I mean, honestly, like, you've got a group of people, dozens and dozens, like hundreds of people that are working on different video games and stuff to bring this medium to life, interactive medium, video games, whatever. And you've got one fucking asshole that wants to know before everybody, or wants to just see if they can, you know, pull back the curtain and see the fucking wizard. And it's like, leave it alone. Like, why do people do this shit? There's no point. Just let be what will be. Let's see what's gonna happen whenever it comes out. The recent Uber hack. Good for you. So they obtained the test build after gaining access to a Rockstar employee's Slack account and may upload additional data online, including source code and assets from GTA 5, GTA 6, as well as the test build itself. Yeah, it's unclear how old the version of the game is. Yeah, Rockstar has reportedly been working on GTA 6 since 2014. 8 fucking years. Not 9 years? God, what year is it? 22? Fuck, man, COVID. Suck a dick, COVID. So he was 2 years away from releasing the game to the public. Grand Theft Auto series publisher Take-Two Interactive did not immediately respond to Engadget's request for comment. That's just crazy. Fucking crazy. Let's see if we can find anything else. That's all of these. Grand Theft Auto, GTA, all of those are about GTA. It's all GTA. That's crazy. Alright. Let's go more traditional Route 4. I fucking hate... Dude, being is stupid. And today's top story, GTA leak. Says development will not be affected. That's what I was saying. Confirmed the GTA 6 leaks that appeared online yesterday, September 18th, are real, but development will not be affected as a result because they basically have everything hardwired and off the internet. Everything is pulled out in a little social network that they're working with at Rockstar. Rockstar published a statement to Twitter below saying the early development footage was illegally taken from its systems following a network intrusion, and it's disappointed to have its new game shared for the first time this way. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like losing your virginity and the entire fucking world knows about it. Fucking dicks. Suffered a network intrusion in which an unauthorized third party illegally accessed and downloaded confidential information from our systems, including early development footage for the next Grand Theft Auto. We are extremely disappointed to have any details of our next game shared with you all this way. Our work on the next Grand Theft Auto game will continue as planned, and we remain as committed as ever to delivering an experience to you, our players, that truly exceeds your expectations. We will update everyone again soon, and of course, we'll properly introduce you to this next game when it's ready. We want to thank everyone for their ongoing support through this situation. Be a very different GTA. Is that a good thing?
So sweet, so crispy. Nobody makes breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
I want some French toast sticks right now.
I can't hear you. I should probably stop.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French
Just
toast
stop.
sticks.
What's up, everybody? Damon here, filling in for Nars, and in today's gaming news, some big changes are reportedly on the way for GTA 6, and fans aren't sure how they feel about it. The Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake has been apparently frozen in carbonite, and Multiversus is having an absolutely enormous beta launch. This is your daily fix. Grand Theft Auto 6 will reportedly feature a female playable character in its campaign for the first time since the original GTA
Yup, girl power.
in 1997. In another huge change for the series, Rockstar apparently plans to launch the game with a single city, but add more locations over time through updates.
See, that's
So
fucking
it sounds
cool.
like it'll be more of a live service game that maybe combines.
See, that's cool. I like the idea of them dropping DLC packs and saying, like, oh, here's this giant pocket of sandbox that you can play, run around, and blow up helicopters with an RPG if that's your deal. And then we're going to give you another area. Excuse me. Another area to go over here. Another one over here. And then the moon. We're going to the moon in GTA 6.
What GTA 5 and GTA Online were into just one experience. This all comes from a report by Bloomberg, whose sources say the new playable female character will be Latina. She will reportedly be half of a pair of bank robbers in a story influenced by real-life criminals Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
If these sources
Dope.
are to be believed, the launch version of GTA 6 will begin with fictionalized Miami. Can I get a yeah for the return to Vice City?
Fuck yeah.
But will be updated with, quote, new missions and cities on a regular basis. That launch version apparently already includes more interior locations than any previous GTA. GTA 6 is currently planned for release sometime between the spring of 2023 and spring 2024.
Yeah.
But Bloomberg's sources are skeptical it will make even that large release window due to multiple changes on the dev team and bottlenecks in production.
God, dude, hang on. Look how fucking ancient Michael looks in that now. What the fuck? Like, you're going from these graphics to these graphics. The booty, though. What the fuck? What are you doing?
How's it going, everyone? One of the games that we had wanted to hear more about for the last year or so was an action title known as
What the fuck?
Eve.
Please showcase her ass just a little bit more.
Name. We finally got an update on the game at the last State of Play event with a brand new story, City Wasteland. And when you get deeper into the trailer, you see some story elements, but
There. That. And that. Fuck. 2014. But that still looks good for 2014, but that's how big of a jump that we've had in 8 years. 8 years. That was 2014. That's fucking now. Look at that. I mean, you see what I mean? What the fuck? And the thing is that this might not even be a good game. It might be a trash fucking game. But it looks that good.
And bottlenecks in production. The hotly anticipated sequel will also likely have a very different tone than previous GTAs.
Oh, Trevor.
Focusing on making fewer jokes that, quote, punch down at marginalized groups. Next year will mark 10 years since the original release of GTA 5, which is the second best-selling game of all time.
Oh, God. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to get real for a minute, okay? I was born in 1984. So whenever I hear stuff like the original version of GTA 6, which I bought, is 10 years old. And we're still playing it. We're still streaming it. We're still doing all of these things. 10 fucking years. Prison sentences don't feel that long. What the fuck?
Only Minecraft. Very few entertainment products in history have enjoyed the financial success that GTA 5 has. That's why the question of whether or not GTA 6 can repeat that success will be one of the most fascinating gaming stories to follow over the next few years.
GTA 6 is gonna fucking smash. It's gonna be so good.
Approach to humor and satire. Part of the series' entire appeal is that it never seemed to care who might be offended by its over-the-top send-up of American culture. If GTA 6 arrives and it feels like it's lost some teeth, like it's walking on eggshells, trying not to ruffle too many feathers, longtime fans might not find the GTA fix they've been waiting over 10 long years for. But as I said, this will be a big story that we'll be following for years to come.
We will watch your career with great interest.
In other news, development on the upcoming remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic has reportedly been paused indefinitely.
You were the chosen one!
According to Bloomberg, again, Texas-based studio Aspire's recent presentation of a KOTOR demo didn't land as well as it could have when it was shown to Lucasfilm and Sony. This has led to Aspire telling employees that the project will be put on pause and that it would look for, quote, new contracts and development opportunities.
Yeah.
Additionally, Aspire fired the remake's art director, Brad Prince, and design director, Jason Miner. The latter reportedly said on social media channels that the dismissal was unexpected. Aspire has been working on the remake of the 2003 Star Wars RPG for the last 3 years before finally announcing the game last September at that really good PlayStation State of Play. Remember that?
They must be stopped.
Good times. However, after presenting a demo to its production partners Lucasfilm and Sony, employees then learned of the development pause and the 2 firings. Aspire's studio heads reportedly told staff that the vertical slice, quote, wasn't where they wanted it to be and that the project would be paused.
Yeah.
Can you imagine working on something every day for 3 years? Something that millions of people around the world are excited about? And then one day you're just like, nah, that's on pause. Let's look for something else to do. While Aspire's future involvement in the project
on pause because
clear,
it was probably crap.
Announced back in May that Saber Interactive would assist on the project, and some Aspire employees believe Saber may take over the project completely. This sounds like a case of Aspire biting off more than it could chew. The studio is more of a publishing and porting house than a developer of AAA games. It made its name porting games from Windows to Mac OS way back in the day. It ported KOTOR and Jade Empire to mobile, and in 2015 it updated KOTOR 2 on Steam and ported it to iOS. But developing a huge game from the ground up, that's something Aspyr doesn't seem to have a lot of experience with. Hopefully the KOTOR remake can one day escape development hell. And finally today, brand new platform fighter Multiversus is already hitting huge player numbers.
I heard a lot of good things about Multiversus.
After launching into open beta yesterday, the new fighting game from Warner Brothers has seen some staggering numbers, reaching a peak of 144,456 concurrent players yesterday on Steam alone. This puts the game ahead of the likes of Warframe, Rust, and even Destiny 2. A free-to-play multiversal crossover game starring the likes of Batman, Bugs Bunny, and Shaggy, Multiversus has already proven to be an extremely popular alternative to Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Multiversus is also proving to be very popular on consoles, with the game creeping into the Xbox Most Played list.
Alright.
It's also currently sitting at second place in the Xbox Series X and S top free games.
I might have to get into some of that. That sounds kind of fun.
It's a similar story, appearing second on the PS5 most downloaded list, only beaten to the top spot by that cat game, Stray. Itself a PS Plus subscribers, and something I'm personally enjoying quite a lot. It looks as though Multiversus' free-to-play status, as well
I have
as the
Stray.
popularity of its characters,
Got
has
the
created a
downloaded for
perfect
free.
combo to give it an edge.
All right, let's
We'll
go
have
look
to
for
follow up
Multiversus on
over the coming
PS5.
months to get a better idea of how popular the new fighting game will really be in the long run. For now, it looks as though Warner Brothers has a winner on its hands. And that, my friends, was your daily fix for Wednesday, July 27th. I'm Damon Hatfield, and now I have to prep for shooting this week's episode of Next Gen Console Watch. We'll be discussing the recent MetaQuest 2 price hike and whether or not a similar fate could be in store for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Catch the episode this Friday, right here on IGN.
Okay.
Plan, you work.
Let's see, anything else coming out? Let's just see if I can thin it out. News? Yeah, it's all GTA. Like, what the fuck? I'm just gonna see if I can look in the store real quick. I fucking love Ninja Turtles. Boom. Ninja Turtles. This little little art project I did a while back with some characters I got from one of the DVDs. I'm just saying. Just saying, bro. I do love some fucking Ninja Turtles though. Man, that was my shit. Man, 5 years old. 5 years old, hanging out. Watching Ninja Turtles on TV. That's my shit. Alright. I went over to my other page because I don't want you to see any sensitive things in the background. Let's see, what was I gonna look at? Oh, Multiverses. Multiverses is completely free. is a complete... Wow. What? What? Look at this. Fucking gremlins, bro. Yeah. My internet is fast as shit too. It's queued for download. We're gonna clock this shit right now and show you this shit. Wait for it. It's probably because I'm streaming at the same time. So my PC is draining the internet. It's fine, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. I am going to get into some Apex at some point, but it's neither here nor there. So that's actually fucking cool. That I can play multiverses for free. And I'm going to let that download. I actually might give that a go. But I've heard a lot of really good things about it. People have been talking about it for about a month now, and I haven't really checked it out. Didn't know it was fucking free, though. God, I don't need to see... This is what I'm interested in right here. Some GTA 6. Here we go. Let's check this shit out. How long of a video is
So
this?
sweet, so crispy. Nobody makes breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
Get those French toast sticks.
I can't hear you. I should probably stop.
You should stop.
New home-style French toast sticks.
It's motherfucking French toast sticks. Alright.
Greetings, strangers. Take a seat, sit back, and stay a while right out of the gate because Necromancer is typically a character that has been introduced in expansions.
The Necromancer is a class that works so well with the Diablo gameplay.
We went too far.
When we're approaching Diablo 4, we really wanted to make it a combination of all the experiences that have come before, whether it's the returning to darkness that we saw in Diablo 1, a lot of the...
All right, I know this is kind of a small screen, but who out here is excited about Monkey Island, bro? Like, come on.
The really crunchy mechanics that you could get into in Diablo 2, and our revised Paragon system, which is Captain Diablo 4, is a great example of that. To the really frenetic and faster-paced action combat of Diablo 3. We've made innovations across the board, but when we're looking at the classes, we wanted to make sure that we were hitting those classes that players have loved throughout the franchise and always want to experience. And that
it looks pretty
front and center.
Yeah, and it really speaks to that idea of the return to darkness that Diablo 4 represents. That idea of the tone of D1, as Joe just talked about. That idea of working with the occult and dark magic and summoning the undead, and so it really leans into that feeling of it, and it is such a favorite. It's personally my favorite, and so I'm excited to be able to get, and not only is it the Necromancer you kind of know and love from the previous games, but it is actually quite a bit different, and so those differences are what makes it really exciting for D4.
Well, let's jump into those differences, because there's been different variations of the Necromancer all throughout the history of Diablo from 2, 3, and Diablo Immortal. What would you say are the main differences of the Necromancer class in Diablo 4?
When we talk about player choice, which is so important to Diablo 4.
Oh yeah, I think there was like 40 minutes of Diablo gameplay that was actually dropped.
For each of our 5 classes, so that experience of playing one class is totally different from the experience of playing another class. And the mechanic for the Necromancer is the Book of the Dead, which allows you...
Look at the lighting in that is really cool.
You can configure your skeleton.
And this isn't even like the full gameplay of like what your PC can actually do.
Mages, even skeleton priests, and you can configure your golem.
That looks really
similarly
cool.
with the Iron Golem making origin.
Yeah, and it really allows for that notion, because that's one of the things when you play in the past is like, oh, I can have minions, but my control over them has been somewhat limited, and now you can have skeletal warriors, and there's up to 3 different kinds. You can have skeletal mages, and there's 3 different kinds. You have different
that's
there's
cool.
3 different kinds. And so how you choose to your play style, do I want to play aggressive, do I play defensive? In fact, there's a way to sacrifice all your minions to just make yourself more powerful, so you can just be this sort of uber dark magic necromancer that he doesn't need to summon anything, but is able to use blood magic to destroy everything on the battlefield.
That is fucking awesome.
Oh my God. You touched upon it earlier, but let's jump back to it. Tell us about character customizations. Will players have unrestricted options for character customization right from the start, or is it something that they can unlock new features that they can then adjust their characters while they're playing the game?
Yeah, so, in Diablo 4, we think of your class more as a vocation that any person could do, potentially. And we wanted anyone who's playing the game to be able to create a character that either represented themselves or represented who they wanted to be in the game, and then match and use that character to represent the class that they choose. So you can create really anyone you want to look like.
Yeah, I think that, we have a choice right now where there's a sort of a body type, because it fits well with sort of the armor and everything, the gear that you have. So like druids are proud dad bods kind of thing, which I completely associate with. But beyond that, like the ability to change the face and how you look, and with the hair and your markings and your tattoos, and as we talked about, like the barbarian from say D3 was, okay, this white-haired barbarian that came from Mount Ariat, and it had its own thing, where now you can be completely different and make it your own, and that really helps with the immersion and the fantasy, that you're able to kind of lean into your role playing and what you want to be as a barbarian or as a necromancer.
So Diablo 2 and 3 followed this act structure that was pretty integral to those games, and in each act you'd have
Did it already install?
You could return to with town portals and the wilderness area that sprawled out and have different waypoints that took you to different spots. How does this change with the move to open world design?
Yeah, it took us a while
it already
to figure out
installed
how
the game.
Town Portal should work.
It did
actually,
both. It did Apex and it did
a big open world. But we figured it out.
Multiverses.
So town portals are in Diablo 4.
They are, and they'll take you back to. You can go to waypoint to a particular place if you want to, or you can town portal to the nearest major city. Diablo 4 has a non-linear campaign, so that you can do the story content in different pieces, which allows you to replay the campaign in a different order, which is fun. And the world is, the campaign takes you all over the world, but there's lots more world to discover after you finished it.
Yeah, it's part of the exploration, is finding all those waypoints. And
That's cool,
you can travel around.
Little top-down
so
horseback.
Part of the exploration
That's
is that
cool.
you're with those 150 plus dungeons, and with all the different waypoints that are out there, all the local events, all the world bosses, like there's a real reason to go out and venture into the world and see what's out there. And so that's part of it. It's not just, oh, I'm on this path, this golden path through the story. There's a whole world out there for you to explore, with very different biomes or environments, with different monster families, and that's part of the fun. And it's actually one of the things that we just recently added as part of our testing, is this progression through a zone to know, have I found everything or not? And that really I'm kind of a completionist, and so that notion of like, did I find all the dungeons, did I find all the waypoints, is it really helps sort of incentivize you to go exploring.
You mentioned earlier the 150 or nearly 150 dungeons they have in this game. Are these similar to the dungeons of previous games with procedurally generated layouts and rewards, or are they something completely new and different?
They do have procedurally generated layouts. Monster placement's going to be different every time. You're going to get different rewards, but they're really grounded in a sense of place, and that means that you can do more planning about how you're going to tackle them, which really becomes important when you get to the end game and you start to get into Nightmare Dungeons. In the Nightmare Dungeon system, you can get these keys, sigils, that allow you to upgrade a dungeon out in the world to become a Nightmare Dungeon, granted additional affixes and powers. And the powers are the effects on the dungeon are actually based on the keys. So you're going to get a lot of keys. You might find keys for dungeons that you think are less well suited to your build or play style, and you don't have to do those. So you have really, again, a lot of player choice there.
And one of the things I love is the new addition is like when you get into that end game too, and you're doing sort of the, working for the Tree of Whispers, this idea of do a dungeon, that, oh, this dungeon is sort of biased towards helmets. because I'm looking for a particular legendary helmet. And so there's certain dungeons you can go to that kind of, it changes all the time, so you can actually target what kind of loot you're after. And so that change really allows me, again, agency as a player to say, oh, what's really weak about my build right now are my gloves. So what dungeons are dropping gloves right now, and I can go and work on that dungeon.
Can you go into a little bit of detail about how the loot has changed?
Yeah, as you said, loot is really a key component of any Diablo game, right? And we think that the legendary powers really bring a level of variability and sort of the ability for all unlimited possibilities. Really, you can get a crazy legendary power, and then that really opens the door for you to think like, well, what could be out there? It could be anything. And so in Diablo 4, we've decoupled the legendary power from the legendary item itself. You've still got unique items, which are making a return from Diablo 2, that really ground that this item has this legacy and this special power associated with. But for legendary items, the powers can roll on different items. And in fact, you can take the legendary power off of an item and apply it to another item. You can even upgrade a rare item to a legendary item through this. So you have a lot more ability to customize loadout in that way.
Yeah, like the skills are a foundation, right? Like when you're making your character, the skills are a template for what you want your build to be. Oh, I want to be a whirlwind barbarian, or I want to be a summoning necromancer. But it's really the legendary gear you get that helps you like refine that, because it ends up sort of overpowering it a little bit. And my example most recently is playing as a necro. I had a pair of gloves drop that gave me an extra 2 mages, skeletal mages. So now I have this large number of mages behind me that are just destroying everything. And then you progress, and as you go up in level, that those pair of gloves becomes kind of weaker and weaker, because it's no longer at your level. And in the past, you'd have to sort of get rid of those gloves, lose those 2 mages, and go, okay, my build isn't what I wanted it to be anymore. Well, now in Diablo 4, you can go to the occultist, you can extract that power off those gloves, get another legendary at your level, and put it onto that. And so then you can carry that in your build forward even longer. And you can actually sort of like put all these affixes or all these powers into your stash. So you're like,
yeah, I'm going to try to get into some Diablo at some point.
Put it in my stash for later, because maybe my build will change as I play. But there's a little bit of restriction. You can only pass it on once, so you can't just sort of keep that power for the entire time. But that ability to make a build and hold on to it for a little bit longer, and the fact that never before have you been able to take a yellow, or what we call a rare item, and turn it into a legendary by putting a legendary power into it, like that fundamentally changes how loot works.
That's so good to hear. One of the
that's honestly something that could change, kind of subtly change like the landscape of like loot-based kind of role-playing games in general. Like Destiny does a really good job of like keeping that RNG open, where like you have to keep grinding for it, but the very monotonous thing that you do in that is that you're constantly grinding the same fucking thing, and you might get your god roll, Hero of Ages sword from your Grasp of Avarice dungeon, and you might get it like your second run in, and then you don't really have to touch it anymore. Like that's kind of like one of the only real main things that you get from Grasp by doing that, legendary wise. But like I really admire games that have a system in place that says, hey, you've got this really cool weapon, do you want to make it better? How are we going to make it better? And it's like in Destiny, you have this really awesome relic that's just sitting there, and you can craft stuff all day long. You can do whatever you want to do, and then the weapon that you craft has level, and you're upping that level, and you're increasing that level the more that you use it, and just get kills with it, like getting 20 kills, and then you can completely max it out. Any particular role that you want to do on it, you can customize that and shape that, and I like that, and I'm happy that they're doing that. However, if you want the fucking raid linear fusion from Valve the Disciple, you have to do that shit an obscene amount of times, at least 5 weeks, and do all of the steps to get a guaranteed red border drop just for that one gun. Not even saying that you're going to get another one. You may or you may not get another red border weapon the entire fucking raid. So you're in there for like an hour and a half. Guaranteed once a week you're going to get that red border. 5 of those to craft one that you have to start all the way over from scratch in using that weapon that you crafted before you can finally customize it. It's a little too much. It's a little too much when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like here's a weapon system that I have a gun that I want to make better, and I want to use it. So what Destiny should do is say, like, they've done exotic quests where you've gone out, you've collected the frame for a gun, you've collected, like, the grip for the gun, and the sight for the gun, kind of thing. And then you craft the gun. You go to Banshee at the tower. You're making a gun. He's got all the schematics or whatever in his robot exo brain. And then you make a gun. What the relic should do is the exact same principle. You have a whisper of a gun that could be there. You have to go to 3 random locations and pick up 3 random pieces, come back, and then you can craft that gun. Okay, now your journey begins. You've crafted the gun. Let's make it better. And that is where it should be one, maybe semi kind of lengthy quest. Complete the raid one time, do this one thing, get this one thing as a base level, like a scannable relic sitting on Mars that you can scan one gun in and then make your gun. I mean, I don't understand why it's so fucking hard to do that. Apparently, like, these weapons in the Destiny universe are so OP that you just can't. All right. Well, I think it's about it for Diablo. A little bored of it on here. Yeah.
The fantastic soundtrack. I think this is a...
That dude has a fantastically annoying voice. I'm really glad that I muted that again. Girl, let's just watch some shit blow up. Boom. I love shit like this. Love it. All right, to end my little rant on single-player action RPGs. I don't know why my caps are on. This game comes out in like February. I think it's February. This game's fucking dope.
Daydreamer, cat lover, New Yorker. On a fateful evening, her life changed drastically when she was mysteriously transported to the beautiful, treacherous land of Athia.
Whoa.
Frey arrives with a magical, sentient bracelet inexplicably wrapped around her arm.
Oh, hello, yes.
Then discovers she can cast powerful spells and use
This is someone else's feed.
to traverse the sprawling landscapes. The last remnants of Athia's populace soon look to Frey as their only hope for confronting the Tantas, once benevolent matriarchs who now rule as maddened and evil sorceresses. Reluctant to help, but desperate to find a way back home, Frey sets off on a journey through this strange and dangerous...
I like some dragon fights. Alright, so Forspoken is done by Square Enix. Everybody knows Square Enix. If you don't know, Final Fantasy. They've created some of the best fucking role-playing games ever. This is a single-player kind of action RPG. Drops in a couple of months, and I am super excited about this game. I don't really want to watch the whole goddamn like playthrough of this. I just want to watch. Let's see her. Just give me a trailer. There we go. Just give me the trailer. Luminous is their new engine.
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Real big deal. We are getting out of the city, Homer. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats. No more fights. Clean air. Bright skies.
Careful what you wish for. Bye.
Whoa, wait, stop!
Watch this bitch fucking run around. I shouldn't say bitch. Watch this lady character run around.
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself.
Show myself. I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello, yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call
Look at this.
I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts, I'll probably fly next.
God, look at that, man.
That is something I do now.
Look at this scene here.
Kill jacked up beasts.
Oh my god. See, like Final Fantasy 15 did a great job of having this crazy landscape. Like you can go anywhere, you can do whatever you wanted to do. And it seems like this is like completely open. Look at all, I mean, all these different levels. It goes all the way down this hillside there. That's crazy.
I'll probably fly next.
I love it. I love stuff like this.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
Our land suffers. You are the only hope we have. You're special.
You're the one that's planning on facing off with Sylar. Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas. You will be doing our land a great service by killing her.
I'm all over this game. God. The water, the ice graphics, like... Jesus.
Frey. No name for a demon. I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Sylar.
Mm-hmm. God. I'm all over it. It looks so cool. Let's get out of here for a second. I just want to see. Why is fucking that's a Yahoo? It's not a Yahoo. Is there no release date on it yet? I thought it was like February or March. Oh well. Forspoken will be released May 24th. Okay, so it's a little bit longer. Yeah, just about in time for my birthday. It's gonna be cool. Alright, well, let's just get out of that. And what was I gonna do? I'm gonna give this like maybe 20 minutes. I just want to check this out for like a quick second, and then I'm gonna go to bed. It's fucking late. All right, let's just see what's going on. I gotta put my other headphones on. Consult your physician before resuming play. All right. Well, I'm curious to see. Oh, that was very loud. Holy shit. I accept. Tom and Jerry. Bugs Bunny. DVB account. Please visit the website to create a new account or link an existing one. It's having me create a new account. Alright, let's start a tutorial. This might be my shit. Fucking Shaggy. Teach all the basics of brawling in the multiverse. It's where the fundamentals of combat, starting with movement. Okay. Oh yeah.
Dude, this fight has really got my appetite.
He picked up a fucking sandwich. Off the screen is the key to victory. Alright. Damage number of the farther yeah, this is a lot like Super Smash Brothers. Be repeated, executed needs, attacks. Shaggy doesn't say Zoinks at some point. Press and hold your neutral special to generate.
Stop laughing!
Characters have built teamwork in mind. For example, Wonder Woman's down special can shield nearby allies. This is gonna be cool. Pull reindeer's tether and attach ally. Later, bitch. How do I do that? Oh, okay, you have to click it again. So you tether. So we can play more aggressively. Okay, that's kind of cool. This is going to take a minute to kind of figure out because there's some different power-ups here. Jump down. Two jumps, 2 air dodges, and 2 special air specials, and a limited air attacks before touching the ground. Very creative. Oh, Mr. BC! Okay, I'm kind of getting a little bit.
See my target.
Okay. Okay. Let's just go out there and fucking kill some dudes. Hey. Controls and interface options and settings that allow you to customize and play the way you want. You can use recommended. Alright. I'll do all that advanced stuff later on. This is kind of cool. When does the season end? 11:15. much does this cost? Okay, so it's like $10. $10 to unlock the season pass for that. That's not bad at all. Because like your Destiny shit is like fucking super expensive. Like $100 is gonna give me the entire year and some change. That's kind of cool. That's right, coming soon. Coming soon. Collection, battle pass, career. Let's just go with the custom game. I give no fucks who you are. Team 2 versus 2. Free for all. Time. Let's go 5 minutes. What is this? Is this on? Is this Oh, bots and players. Let's see if we can get him in here to play for a minute. Is there like a...
Choose your character.
I'm just gonna do normal. Let's do that. Oh, so all the cool ones are...
Nothing's wrong with putting your faith in a Morty.
I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Prepare yourself.
I can kind of dig this a little bit.
This can go two ways, punk. One, you walk away. Two, I walk on your face.
you? Okay!
Yeah. This is so dumb.
Choose your character.
Right. Let's play the Iron Giant. I don't know what I'm doing.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, so Shaggy's my buddy. Oh god, fucking Adventure Time. This is gonna be so stupid. Alright, I'm gonna buy the season pass on this. We're gonna fuck some shit up.
Blue team! Victory! Toasty! Nice! Choose your character.
They'll never see me coming.
Prepare yourself.
This is pretty fun, actually. I have to say, I love Smash Brothers, and I still haven't played Smash Brothers on Switch yet, so this is kind of my fix.
Looks like we're in.
But that's old school cartoon Batman.
Guide my hand.
One eye coming up.
Still priming. Smoke right now. Smoke bomb's not ready.
Later, bitch.
Now it's my time to shine. To me.
I'm surprised I got that.
It's not my time. Match point. Blue team.
Wonder Woman is not such easy
Victory!
Now, for the love of God, would you
Rematch? Let's go! Choose your character.
I've never seen a lot of Adventure Time, but let's play.
Yeah, dude. Nice choice.
Prepare yourself.
Bring it! It's on!
Match point. Blue team.
Now it's my time to shine. That looks like it hurt.
I was swinging giant mallets when you were still a diamond stick.
The power of Ares! Sounds like getting hit!
Then a load of this.
Sorry about your face!
Victory!
Woohoo! Get like a trophy or something? Not that I'm in it for that stuff. I just like winning.
Nice. Fresh.
Did it freeze? I think it fucking froze. Well. Let me see if there's an update for it. I don't know if I was playing people or not, or if that was like all computer. I'm gonna look into that real quick. It's pretty addictive though, it's fun.
Choose your character.
Oh, that's where they get you, because they want you to spend all this fucking money in here. Yeah. It really wants you to spend a bunch of money.
Okay, here we go.
This is matchmaking. Could only be one Morty. I guess I'm...
Prepare yourself!
Looks like it's human players. Pretty sure.
This is out there even for us.
Oh.
I totally get it.
Shit!
What happened?
Match point! Blue team! Match point! Red team! Victory!
Oh, we barely won that one. Damn, that was close.
Play
Alright,
again?
this shit's fun. Yeah, this is a little addictive. This is pretty fun. I could totally get into this. I don't know why. It's just
Choose your
so
character!
much fun. I love goofy shit though. Let's see. Kind of like the Iron Giant, man. He's throwing down.
Prepare yourself!
Time to find out if you're as good as they say, Batman.
Let's go! Continue? Okay! Choose your character.
I am not a gun. You choose.
shit's fun. I love it.
Prepare yourself!
Oh, look. A rich, selfish man in a cape. You don't stand a chance.
This should provide cover.
Can't hold back.
Cover activated.
Watch your head. Got your cape. Heading sky high. Sorry, bros.
Look out below.
Match point. Blue team.
Wow, Batman. You been training? See ya.
Lift off.
Thought I was done.
Up and at 'em.
One Batman. Deploying smoke.
Victory!
I got good. I know this is like entry to the game and all that stuff, but man, this is fun. Okay, okay.
Choose your character.
It won't let me do the rubber ducky one for some reason.
Prepare yourself.
First ranked match on this. I was not expecting this be up for another hour.
break this!
Oh, yeah, he just sent me flying.
Match point. Red team.
Just gotta get back up. I can't let everyone down.
Defeat. Rematch. Choose your character.
It won't let me do ranked? What the hell? Why not? I don't know why.
Choose your character.
Got my sword, got my hat. What else do I need?
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, I've seen weirder.
You got it.
again? Let's go! Choose your character.
Yeah, dude. Nice choice.
Prepare yourself.
We win this. Your acne meds are on me, kid.
Get wrecked, nerd. Holy crap!
Somebody call a doctor!
Yeah, armor's fun. Who's the speed? Whoa, yeah!
Wow, I couldn't recover from that.
Got me good that time.
These clowns are getting hit!
Holy crap!
Well, shit.
Wow, that was pretty good. Better step it up.
Match point. Red team. Match point. Blue team. Defeat.
Oh, come on.
Rematch? Okay! your character.
Got my sword, got my hat. What else do I need?
Prepare yourself.
If there are any clues to be found, I'm on it. I'm out of here. Ugh, really lost my glasses on that one.
Who's the speed?
Match point. Blue team.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I fucks with this game. This game's cool as shit.
Choose your character.
Rank is disabled. It's probably something to do with rank. I thought there were more characters. Alright, well that was cool. Yeah, so this will be another one in my rotation just to kind of fuck around with a little bit if I want to go smash some dudes up. That's kind of a random game. Like I had heard of it a while back, but like I hadn't really messed around with it, so that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. Anyway. Yeah, that was fun little side game that I just kind of found to play. All right, it is entirely too late. I look tired and I feel tired, so I am gonna call it there. Adios, muchachos. Have a good night.